To win the ULI's Visionary Leadership and Land Use Award is really in many ways the capstone of somebody's career. If you really care about New York City and New York real estate, this is the big one.
Ron has been one of the pioneers in New York City's affordable housing creation and preservation for many, many decades. That's one of the most central issues that faces the city, and his work has been in all the boroughs and truly done an incredible amount to preserve crucially needed affordable housing.
He is a true innovator. He has creativity, passion, and energy that has truly transformed the neighborhoods of New York.
There's so many reasons why Ron deserves this honor. I mean, he is somebody who's been in this business for years and really taken his game to a new level. I mean, to talk about vision, what he's done from when he started out doing small projects on the Lower East Side to what he's accomplished today, both from a company perspective and just his imprint on the built environment in New York City, that's extraordinary. I mean, he is truly, truly somebody who has put his entire life's energy into building a better New York.
Ron started life as a lawyer and went to work in real estate law for a New York City law firm and didn't last very long because really he's a deal maker. And he jumped out of the law as quickly as he could and got into real estate development, doing small deals in the Village. And one of the deals had a deed restriction that required some affordable housing, and he learned affordable housing. That was the beginning of the career.
So one of the things that's great about Ron is that he's not just a builder of new, big, shiny buildings. He's also a person who's done a lot of work to try to improve the lives of low-income tenants in public housing and in other regulated housing.
He walks his talk. And when I say that, I mean he fundamentally believes in a somewhat non-hierarchical way of relating to people. It's like we're all just people with Ron. And so it's not, I'm this and you're that. It's just, we're all human. We're all sharing human experiences. And that just comes through in his conversations and interactions with people.
In Brownsville, Brooklyn, Ron took over a large-scale, neglected property with many residents living there in poor conditions. Ron brought in the resources needed to improve the housing, but also brought in nonprofit partners to come in and provide services to the residents that were grossly needed.
Project Eats is an urban food system. We grow a lot of food for people in communities where most people live on low incomes. And we were doing that in Brownsville when Ron came in with an opportunity for us to farm on a half-acre of land. And our relationship continued to grow to where we got our first 2 rooftop farms, one at Essex Crossing and the other at St. Barnabas Hospital, through a partnership with Ron.
He's never been afraid of stepping into difficult areas and looking at the development of neighborhoods in a holistic way and developing communities where there has been devastation.
Ocean Village is an incredibly important project because it was very, very dilapidated, and it wasn't in great shape before Superstorm Sandy, but it really suffered a lot during the storm. And Ron's company went in there and not just upgraded all of the apartments, but really created a sense of place amongst the campus there and integrated it into the community in a way that has completely transformed just the way you feel about that neighborhood when you walk around in it. It was incredibly important work because it has demonstrated the principle that you can structure great public-private partnerships where Ron is able to upgrade the facilities, give tenants a better quality of life, give people a sense of respect and really buy-in to maintaining their communities, and also be a responsible businessman.
The Haynes Building is one of my favorite projects. It is a remarkable combination of retail, office, mixed-income housing. The project itself, I think, was the testament, to Ron's ability to collaborate and work in a creative manner. This was an old department store, 400,000 square feet that once had competed with Saks. This department store, I think, represented the grandeur and now the potential of the city. And so its reopening was something that really brought everyone together.
The comeback of Newark doesn't take one person. It takes a lot of people to say, I'm in. And people taking an interest, and Ron went there early to make it happen. Now you have tons of companies creating jobs, whether it's Audible or Prudential. So when Ron says yes to something, I know his peers are looking at that and they're thinking about possibilities and opportunities as well.
Essex Crossing was a site that had sort of resisted redevelopment for many, many decades. And Ron was able to put together, I think, an unbelievable vision on how to transform that site. It combines everything from a museum to great retail, mixed income housing, and does it in a beautiful design that I think is really reimagined what this whole area could look like.
You know, when I walk through Essex Crossing and also the market line downstairs, I see Ron's vision of being able to create an environment for people that supports their health and well-being.
I think what sets Ron apart is that he's compassionate, that he's really curious about how can he add value and commit to a more diverse New York City that is more equal.
Future for Ron looks really bright. I think the stuff that we've done together in Newark and New York is replicable. We can do this other places, and I think having a partner like Ron with his leadership and his vision is something that lots of communities need.
What was really important to me was that there was some mission, that there was something more than just the development and making money. And I found over the past number of years that focusing on results that matter to people is just as important as making money. And that's where we came up with a double bottom line. If we can combine results for people who live in our buildings, who work for our company, who live in communities we build in, along with having a profitable company, that's the success. For the next generation of developers, I have 3 thoughts on what the future holds. One is resiliency, energy efficiency, responding to climate change. We've done work in that Beach Green, where we've built passive house with geothermal and solar panels. The second is the interaction between healthcare and housing. We've done work on that with St. Barnabas Hospital, building a wellness center. And the third is community engagement and affordability, as we've done at Essex Crossing. And those are examples of what we need to do as a community to take New York City to the next level. I want to thank ULI for awarding me the Visionary Leadership and Land Use Award as one of the preeminent organizations throughout the country. This is an incredible honor for me and for my company. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ron, on this honor. We are all so proud of you. You deserve it all.
What you have done for the city of New York is spectacular, and I'm just so glad that you're finally being recognized for it and that we could have all been some small part of your success.
We couldn't be prouder to see you win this award. You've been a great partner of ours in Newark, and the work you've done has had such a profound impact in so many communities.
Celebrate tonight with your friends and family. We're very, very excited for you. This is something that you worked out for a very, very long time, and tonight is your night. Drink up, salute, enjoy.
Congratulations, many thanks, and we love you.